Okay. Hi, welcome to our cooking show.
Welcome back. We are, okay, we're going to make lasagna today, and we've started with the meats in the Dutch oven over here. We have a pound of sausage chop, sorry,
And 1 pound of beef chub. And we're browning that with half a cup of onions and 2 cloves of garlic. It's been browning here for about 20 minutes, I'd say. All the flavors are integrated. And
you can or cannot drain the fat off of the meat. It doesn't matter either way.
You can come take a look what we got going here.
It really depends on the kind of flavor that you want to contain in the dish. The fat will obviously add more flavor, but it will also add more calories, so pick your poison.
If you're counting calories, you probably aren't eating our lasagna anyway. This is a fat man's paradise. So,
you will see the fat man we're cooking it.
Yes, yes, you will. Kyla K. What if he watches that? Our dad is going to be so mad.
Anyway, Dad's gonna kill us. But story of our lives.
So anyway, what we're going to do is add in some tomatoes. So what we have here are 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. This is going to equal 30 ounces. You only need 1 big can of 28 ounce of crushed tomatoes, but our grocery store didn't have that. So 28 ounces crushed tomato.
You can put that in. You probably need a spoon or something.
Next item is paste.
Next, we're going to put in 2 6-ounce cans of tomato paste.
Oh, Beren's away.
So you're just going to scoop that out and plop it in. This ingredient will kind of help all the other ingredients stick together, so to speak. It's a thickening agent, and it adds a lot of flavor, good flavors and taste and color to the dish. So now that we have that in there, you're just gonna mix it up into the meat a little bit. Everything out of the can. Alright, our next ingredient.
Here's the star of the show. He just woke up
from a nap.
This is Behren Brock. Yeah.
He likes to be on video.
Alright, sorry about that. So, and now we need, did you put the sauce in?
Tomato sauce. 2 6-ounce cans of tomato sauce as well. This is, I mean, we're making lasagna here, so the base of the dish is tomatoes, as you can see, in some form or another. So, probably shouldn't stir that with the rubber spatula, but just get in there and stir it all together. Our next ingredient is going to be water.
Half cup.
We're going to add a half a cup of water just to kind of loosen everything up a little bit. Because you don't want it too thick. Oops. So we'll get that water in there, stir it up. Then we're going to add some seasoning.
We're going to start out with some sugar, actually. A little bit of sweet action. We need 2 tablespoons of sugar, actually, which seems like a lot of sweet, but it will really work well with the acid of the tomatoes.
Some consider this their secret ingredient when they're cooking. Other people will use brown sugar, grape jelly,
honey.
Like she said, anything to counteract, kind of take the edge off that acidy tomato.
You can throw a little bit more in there for good measure.
Okay.
We did 2.5.
All right, now we need dried basil leaves.
We have these in the little container here. You need 1.5 teaspoons. So So we have 1.5 teaspoons left in this container, so we're just going to dump the rest of it in there. But you can measure out 1.5 teaspoons. You can kind of look in there and see how much it is. All right, there's even more in here. So.
You can over-season, but just use your best judgment if you don't have a measuring spoon or, you know.
Now we need some
whatever
fennel
your
seeds.
circumstances.
And you think, oh, it's only half a teaspoon. I don't even really need this, right? You might think that. You do. You definitely do.
Yeah, don't start
skimping.
Well, yeah, and just saying, I don't have this, it'll be fine. No, this recipe was made with these specific ingredients for a reason.
And you think, I don't want to go buy a whole thing of fennel seeds for half a teaspoon. They last a lifetime. They'll sit there for a life. Next time you want to make this lasagna,
right, and you will.
Mm-hmm.
You will.
You will. So we need some fennel seeds here. We need half a teaspoon. We only have a 1/4 teaspoon, so we're just going to put in 2/4 teaspoons, or you can put in 4/8 of a teaspoon.
Okay, and this is what fennel seeds look like. They're kind of funny little things, but they pack a punch. There's a lot of flavor in them.
Half a teaspoon of fennel there.
They almost smell like anise. So how many of these?
1. 2 of the 1/4. And next we need some Italian seasoning. You can't have too much of this. Lasagna's Italian, you know?
Italian.
It's
not Italy. It's Italy.
Oh, so now we're getting a geography and history and English lesson, English language.
Common sense.
This we're actually just gonna dump in. It's a half a teaspoon again, but
it's
1 teaspoon.
Cook around a hot burner with a baby.
It's 1 teaspoon. This is for moms on the go. Yeah, you can cook with a baby. And moms who think you can't do anything with your baby, you can. Living proof right here. So we're just kind of dumping away. 1/4 teaspoon if you want to measure it out. You don't have to. Like I said, the more the merrier. So we're just dumping away there. And then and now we have salt and pepper. You know, as much or as little as you wish. We like sodium. So salt it up, honey. Salt it up.
Another thing I want to point out about this mixture that we're preparing over here is that it would be great over pasta. If you didn't want to make lasagna, if you didn't have lasagna noodles but you had everything else, and you had some spaghetti noodles in the pantry, you know, just let them simmer again for an hour, hour and a half. Another really good addition to it would be mushrooms, possibly some peppers, some green red peppers. Just kind of play around with it. But again, don't skimp on the spices that they have you put in here, because this is where you're going to get... And this recipe actually was found on allrecipes.com.
So go ahead, look that up there. And then we need the fresh parsley, 2 tablespoons of it. Again, we have parsley flakes. We were like, should we use these? No, we should not. We need the fresh stuff. So we have it chopped up here. It's very cheap. You can find it in any grocery store. We live in a very small town, and we had it in our grocery store. They'll have it there for you. And it's cheap. So we're just going to use half of this here for this mixture.
Oh, that's 4 tablespoons, right?
Yeah, we need 2 for this.
Oh.
And just sprinkle it in, and it's pretty. Can you see in there?
Would you like to give it a shot?
It's beautiful mix. And, you know, you can freeze this. Let's say you want to make it for next week. You aren't going to have time next week. You make it today, freeze it for tomorrow.
And it's easy. I mean, and we're having fun.
Yeah.
So just get together with your sisters, your girlfriends, have a party, make some lasagna sauce, freeze it up. You know, this makes 1 9x13 pan, but double it, triple it. You know.
He pooped. So what we're gonna do is simmer this now for an hour and a half. Put the lid on it, put it on low, medium, and simmer away. So we'll see you back in an hour and a half.